Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Jaydev's Chronicle. So as of now in my channel, I've talked a lot about investments in stock market and various investment talks have been done. But I haven't actually talked about how to actually start investing and how to invest using any brokerage app. So in this video, I decided to show you how should we invest actually. I have used Groww to explain and demonstrate you how to invest. But you could use any app, Zerodha, Kite or Upstock or Paytm Money or 5paisa.com. Everything is good. So I've just used this Groww. So there's actually a link in my description. So use that link to install Groww and get 100 rupees cashback while making your first investment. So here is Groww. This is how Groww looks when you open it in your desktop screen. You could also use the app, but I have used desktop to demonstrate even much features. So this is how Groww looks like. I'm not actually using this account of Groww. I have many demat accounts, but this is an inactive one of mine. So you could also find my investments here. So I have actually bought a SGB, that is sovereign gold bond, on January series. That's the only investment I have made in this Groww account. But I'm buying mutual funds using this account. Also, I have been using Coin by Zerodha, and even my stocks are bought using Kite by Zerodha nowadays. But Groww is easy to use, so you could begin with it. You could understand a lot. So this is how the main page looks like. If you go up here, so there are 4 columns: stocks, mutual funds, fixed deposit, and US stocks. So stocks are Indian equities, so Indian equity market stocks. So let's see that. And this is mutual funds. Mutual funds are I'll talk about it later. So I'll come to mutual funds and fixed deposit. This is a slide which you should never look back again. And US stocks. So I haven't actually started making any investments in US stock using Groww. I use IND money. Even in IND money, I haven't made any purchases in US stocks as of now. So let's come to stocks. So first, here shows the index. So there are 2 major indexes in India. One is Nifty and Sensex. One is NSE and BSE. So I am recording it on 11th of February. So today the market is down by 270 points. The Nifty and Sensex is down by 900 points, as you could see here. So there was a good rally for 2 days, but now it had to fall. So if we open it, so it would show the graph, the basic graph of how Nifty looks. So you could see 1 day data, 1 week, how it went for 1 month, and how did it go for 1 year. So you could see this data using index column. So next is stocks in news. So this is an interesting one. So you could actually find the newses of the market using Groww. So there is this Praj Industries up here. So it's under the column of stock in news. So there must be some news in the market about this company. So this shows, and if you go, if you open it and if you go here to the news column, so 1 hour ago there were news that Praj Industries chairman Pramod Chaudhary to get Lifetime Achievement Award. So these are the minor news which can bring a change in the stock market. So that news made Praj Industries to go up by 0.60% today. So that may be the reason. That may not be the exact reason, but that can be also a factor. So these are the stocks which are in news. So there is this tiny news in green column, right? So if you click this, you could read all the newses of the market today. So all the news, AB India's results have down, and every news letters, newspapers column, newspapers article, everything would be here. So this is what the news column does. And here comes top gainers. So these top gainers are just from Nifty 100 Sensex, Nifty 100 index, but not all the stocks. You may wonder if any small cap or any mid cap get rise by 20%, but it won't come in this column because it's only concerned about Nifty 100. So here you could see stock really perform well today, and it's followed by top losers. So top losers, you could see which stock performed very bad. So Info Edge has got down by 5% today, so it has lost 266 points, so it has performed very bad today, so it comes under top losers of today, and it indicates it's a good buying option if this stock is in your watch list. So here comes top sector. So they are banking sector, energy sector, healthcare, FMCG, automobile, telecommunication, media and entertainment, and a lot. So these are just top by market cap Nifty 100 ranks. So you could just have a look at this. So now to actually have a look at the investments, what are the investments you have made, here is something called investments column, which you could see here. So if you click this, here comes your holdings. So as I said, I haven't bought any stock using this demat account. So there's only thing I bought is sovereign gold bond of January series, 2022's January series. So this is the only thing I bought using this. So even that's in red, I lost 100 rupees in that as of now. So here is what holdings show. Let us buy a stock now. Let us actually buy a stock and see how it works. So now I'll type a stock name. So let's type ITC. ITC is a well-known company. You all might know ITC. It is a tobacco company, but also they produce notebooks. ITC is a famous company and very profitable company. You may wonder by seeing the stock price. So there's reason for that. Let us see few minutes later. So here it indicates what kind of company or what it produces actually. So Groww indicates it here. So this is the map again, one day graph, sorry, 1 week graph and 1 month graph and 1 year graph and 3 year graph. So ITC will stay in 200s forever. Even the market goes severe correction, ITC won't get down or get up. So these are the numbers which might panic you, but there's nothing to get worried. So these are just the orders which are getting placed. So you might find it here, buy orders and sell orders. Many are selling it now, and this is today's low and today's high. Today's low was 229 and today's high was 232. It have touched 232 once, and the lowest point which it touched was 229. So on 52 week low was 199. 52 week is in 1 year mark. So in the previous year, the lowest rate which ITC touched was 199 and the highest was 265. So these are this, and this is something analytic estimates which we no need to worry about. This is some recommendation from their side that plenty are buying now, few are holding it, and 3% are selling it. That's nothing for us. So here are the fundamentals. So Groww provides basic fundamental details, so which may or may not be enough to do the fundamental analysis, but I would recommend you to do further fundamental analysis using screener.com. So that is a good website. So let's see the basic fundamentals now. So the market cap is 286,196. So surely ITC is a large cap and it's a hugely profitable company. It's a debt-free company and a lot. So and PE ratio is the debt ratio, which is 21.71. So the PE ratio is, if more than 3, it's almost evident that the company is running with its own money and not because of the debts. So that's the thing. And PB ratio is also fine. So you might know what PE, PB ratios, and also if not, I'll make a new video and I'll show you how to do the fundamental analysis using screener.in. So this is ROE, which is 20.95. ROE is return on equity. Even 20.95 is considerably good. And here comes dividend yield. This is the reason why ITC stock price remains in 200. So when a business earns money, that is when the business is profitable, the company has two options. One is to reinvest their money for their business, one is to give it to the shareholders as dividends. So ITC is hugely profitable and they don't need any reinvestment now, major reinvestment now. So they have decided to give 4% every quarter for the shareholders. So the previous dividend they gave was few days back 5 rupees 25 paise, I guess. So that's what dividend means. It would directly get into your bank account. So these are the financial statements. So in the previous quarter, the revenue they made and the profit they made all are in crores. 4,000 crore was the latest profit, and this marks the net worth of the company. So about ITC, not just the numbers matters, even the company's history matters. So this is ITC's histories. So they produce staples, meals, snacks, dairy, beverages, everything, and these are few products produced by ITC. You could have a look at it. Sunfeast, Teflon, Viyama, Be Natural, all are famous products which we use in our day-to-day life. So that's good thing. So this is a shareholding pattern. Retail and others hold the majority, 50%, and mutual funds have 10%. So top mutual funds which have invested in this, you could also have a look at this, and it shows similar stocks which we no need that. So now to buy this, here there is a column to actually show buy. Here we must go and it is in NSE. So I am buying a share, one share to show you guys. So I am buying it at market price. Now it's at 229 rupees. So buy order place. You will get a more notification here, ITC delivery buy. So it's that simple, really that simple to buy. That's all. So if we go back to our investments, here comes ITC. So ITC has joined with the SGB Jan 30th one, that's my sovereign gold bond one. So now this is intraday and we are buying it during a volatile period. So 0.02% down, it's in red, that's no problem. ITC would surely skyrocket in a long period of time. So this is how we actually invest. This is as simple as this. You must pick a right stock and just click a buy button, that's all. And you must target it for a long period of time. So even selling it is easy. Here we must get into ITC again, and there is an option for sell. So it would show you the shares available, and you must type the share which you want to sell and you must sell. I'm not selling it now because I need to enter my T pin, so I couldn't do this while recording. So this is as simple as that. So that's all about equity buying. So I guess you might have understand it. So let's see about the other four options which are here. So this is future and options. What do you expect me to say about this? Future and options is a trading platform which you could do intraday and overnight, but let's focus on long-term investment as of now. One, this is ETF, exchange traded funds. So if you aren't a big fan of mutual funds, you could do ETF. So let me go in and show. So it's just ETF which tracks the indexes, Nifty, Junior. There are plenty of ETFs, Flexi ETFs. So you could invest in any one. Systematic investment. Few might feel that if we place order in mutual fund, it get placed 4 or 5 days back. And if you are a person who tries to time the market, then you could use a ETF. So this is IPO, initial public offering. So when a company decides to give their stocks for the public, they must launch an IPO. So this is IPOs, and these are upcoming. Just now Adani Wilmar got placed and it's skyrocketing now, 40% up in 2 days. So LIC is yet to be announced. By March it would be coming. Bajaj Energy, Groww. So these are the IPOs which are yet to come. OYO. So this is IPO, and this is SGB, sovereign gold bonds, which I showed in my investment. So the next application is coming on 28th February, in few days, in 10 days. So SGV is actually an interesting concept. I've talked about this in my very first video, the investments plan of mine. So you could have a look at that, but that's up to you. Many won't prefer it because of low interest rate, but it's completely tax free. So this is equity page. Now let's go to mutual fund page. So this is the mutual fund page, and I have actually made few investments in mutual funds. ICICI Prudential is my favorite one. So I have made it in technology direct fund and uh, nifty and dividend yielding ones. So don't get confused by seeing the invested value and return. I've just done this 2 days back, so I use coin for other mutual fund investments. This is a new one, so don't get confused or don't get worried that you would get low returns. So this is just 2 days old investment. So here if you come to mutual fund, you will be seeing the popular funds names. So ICICI Prudential Technology Direct Fund, this is the one I have invested 2 days back. So this gives 38.33% 3 years annualized return. This is a sectorial or thematic mutual fund, which means it targets a single sector. So that's why it has very high risk. So this is technology direct fund. So all time CAGR, that is compounded annual growth rate, is 27.01%. So this is the trend which is followed. Monthly orders 83% comes monthly order, and one time orders are 16%. So even I prefer SIP because SIP is great. Don't please try to time the market. That's impossible in the case of mutual funds because you don't know when the order gets placed or when you will be allotted the units. You may think that tomorrow you can get placed and you'll buy some lump sum amount, but it gets 3 or 4 days, and that time the market will be very high. So this won't work properly in mutual funds. So here is something called return calculator, which is a unique feature of Groww. So if it could show if in this mutual fund, if you invest 5,000 per month, or let us make it 10,000 per month, in 1 year you would have invested 1,20,000 and you would have got 1,40,000. So 20% return, and in 5 years, so you would have invested 6 lakhs and you would have got 15 lakhs. So that is 160%. So that may look fancy, but you have to do investment after your research. So these are returns and rankings. So the 1 year fund returns and category average in this mutual fund has been the first, and in 3 years and 5 years it has been the second rank holding on the sectorial one. So here are peer comparisons, and here you could actually see the holdings. So which stocks does this mutual fund hold? So it holds 23% in Infosys. So this is technology based, right? So all technology company, Airtel, Reliance, those company. So it holds almost 90% of its holdings are in equity and maybe 10% in debts. So these are this, and here comes expense ratio, exit load, and tax. So expense ratio of this mutual fund is the highlight because it's just 0.81%, very less compared to other equity sectorial mutual funds. Inclusive of GST is just 0.81%, and the exit load is 1%. If you withdraw within 15 days, this is too very good because many prefer this mutual fund just for long term because it gives huge returns in short term. Many prefer this for short term because it gives huge results in short term. So exit load is just for 15 days. And tax implementation, if you withdraw it within a year, you will be taxed at 15%, and if it's long term more than a year, you will be taxed at 10% if it's more than 1 lakh. So minimum investment is 5,000, and from next investment you go to SIP on 10,000. So SIP is also for 100. So the fund management details, other plans by same ICICI Prudential, there are lots of information in this. The problem is I couldn't actually show you in investing live mutual fund because I've done few days back investment. So I'll show you how. So here comes the column of monthly SIP and one time. So you must type the SIP amount. Let me type 5,000, and you must choose an SIP date in which date it is preferable for you that every month during that day it would automatically take money from your bank and it would invest itself. So that's what SIP is. Do disciplined investment using SIP and you'll get exemplary returns. So this is for SIP, and for one time no SIP column for that. You must type amount. If you are doing lump sum, it is preferable at least you do it with a lakh, or else prefer SIP. So this is one time, and you must type the amount and invest, and it would take 3 or 4 days for the order to take place, so that you will get units allotted. So that's how mutual fund works. So, and if you go to the investment column, here it would show the investments you have made, and then the returns, and then the current value of the mutual fund, and in a day how much change did you get. So this is this, and there's something called portfolio insight for mutual funds. And if you get into this, so this is how. So I have made my investment on 8 Feb. So that's why it jumped from here to here, from 1,000 to a lakh. So that's, you can get various fancy informations about your mutual funds. So that's just tracking your mutual funds. So I've invested 93% in large cap and 6% in mid cap. So these are the insights of the mutual funds. So that's this. So there are plenty of mutual funds to actually invest. Don't just copy the mutual funds in this column. Please don't do that. And like, if you want to invest in large cap, just type large cap, and there would be a fund at the top, or there will be plenty of funds and you could choose one. So this is large and mid cap. So even this is very high risk. So the all-time CAGR is 16%. This is from Tata. And the basic things you must do is, after this, check the holdings, check whether these are good holdings, and then come to alpha beta. Alpha beta is also the one which you could check, and expense ratio, exit load, and the tax. So tax is common for all, 15% and 10% for long term. So have a look at expense ratio. Expense ratio is the amount which is given to your fund manager while investing, as in exchange of him managing your holdings. So, and then exit load is the amount which will be withdrawn by the company themselves if you exit from the mutual fund within a specific time. So that's simple. There are also flexi caps. Flexi cap means the mutual fund manager has the complete rights to make any changes. Large cap, mid cap, small cap. Dividend yielding mutual fund. ELSS is a tax reducing mutual fund. So but there is a lock-in period for that, you must be aware of that. There are debt funds which give 8 to 9% returns, which has very minimal risk. So based on your requirements, you must do the investments. So nextly, mutual funds are done. So fixed deposit, I won't be talking about this. I thought of not talking about this, but having a look, you could see the banks which are offering the interest rates for fixed deposit. Generally 6 is ideally good nowadays for fixed deposit, but there are few fixed deposits offering even 7.5 nowadays. I don't know if we could trust that or not. I am not fond to that area, so leave that. And US stocks, so I haven't funded my Groww account with US balance yet, so I use INT money. Even I recommend you guys INT money. That is a good place to invest. You could also invest in ETFs using Groww. So S&P 500 and Growth Vanguard. So Nasdaq is an IT company tracking index, so you could invest in any indexes of US also. So I hope I have talked enough about Groww. So, and I hope Groww will be interesting for you, and I hope this video will be a motivation for you to start your investment as soon as possible. So, but this, I don't know whether this is the ideal time to start, because there are plenty of things happening in the market. I have made another video regarding that, so I don't know which I would upload first. So that is regarding how to plan your investments in 2022, how the market would react in 2022. So wait for the next video and plan your investments accordingly. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to give a like and share it with your friends. So let's make all financially literate to an extent at least. So thanks all. Please do like, share and comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.